Some line tweaks by Dean Evison, Jenner, Monahan, and Kent Johnson. No changes to the defense. And off we go on this Sunday evening here in Canada's capital. The Sens have won their last two, 4-1-1 in their last 6 from center circle. Jackets couldn't advance it. Here comes Ridley Greig with a shot that stopped the rebound. Tarasov got that one too. Tipped in by James Van Riemsdyk. He got back in the lineup last night in Toronto. Nick Jensen reversing course. Thomas Chabot, longest tenured Ottawa Senator, with a hard pass to Gaudette. He's over the red line, over the blue. Gaudette fire scores. Adam Gaudette, 2 minutes and 24 seconds into the game, and Ottawa strikes first.
You know, if you look at the Blue Jackets defensemen, there is an Ottawa Senator on the left side of your screen, and that backs them off. And look at all the space for Gaudette. He gets right into almost the hash marks there. I think that Branson was waiting for a dump into the corner, so he sagged a little bit. You want to hold that blue line right there. Gaudette's speed.
He was the AHL's leading goal scorer last year. Scored 44. Now driving in with a nice move. Jenner off the side of the goal.
Yeah. Goal against right away. You saw what he did attacking that net. It kind of says, all right, guys, let's go.
Let's just go at them. Trying to set the tone, right?
He is.
Just like we talked about.
Well, you know, you say comments like you did last night, which were right.
An attempt from Tyler Klebin. Zetterlund down to Stützle. Early attack here from Ottawa. Territorial advantage, and especially here on this shift. Claude Giroux in front all alone. A chance, and it's in. Matt Paulo, the defenseman, all alone in front. He's got his first NHL goal.
It started with Zetterlund behind the net. It's quick. They've done this the past few games. Giroux's going to turn up right here and see Montpaulo's down at the net. He just sees that seam and he seeps it through there. And all alone, Montpaulo, he just has to get it in the blue paint, and it trickles in. Tough start here for the Blue Jackets defensively.
Slow down the linesman there along the boards. Now it's Shane Pinto. He's wrapped up by Jack Johnson. Provorov got it up the wall. Now it's going to be played by Thomas Chabot. Hard pass over to Jensen. He shoots. Merzlikins makes the save with the glove. He will squeeze it.
And that was quite a scene today in Long Island. That's where Gretzky got his record as well. Got his last goal. Not the record, but the last goal. Pretty awesome. I loved Werenski's comment on the Ovechkin goal.
Here comes Matthew Olivier, maybe a chance on the backhand. Ullmark makes the save. That's his first stop of the game. Nobody shoots that. Nobody would just shoot it and rip it like he did.
Yeah, and the team was talking about it as they watched it.
Werenski with a shot, seeing it all the way into the glove is Linus Ullmark. How about the Russian guys on the bus? And so it's big news back home, as you would expect. Yegor Chinakhov on the ice right now, back in the lineup after missing the last 6 games. Looking to make a play here. It's Chinakhov, the bank pass. Werenski lets it go, and it's denied by Ullmark. Fought for by Sillinger. Now Montpaulo. He gets crunched by Olivier, and Olivier throws the check on Klebin. Montpaulo hit by Sillinger. Here comes a 2-on-1 for Ottawa. And lead of the charge is Claude Giroux. Holding, shooting, kicked out by Merzlikins. Looking to shake past Matejchuk. Couldn't do it cleanly. They fight for it again, but now it'll be Boone Jenner up to the line. The hold. Jensen shooting. Save made by Merzlikins. Big rebound sitting there. Chopped that and covered by Elvis.
You have a lunch and a quick nap, and you get to the arena.
He passed to Pinto. He's got some space. Cutting, shooting, save made, rebound. Merzlikins, another stop.
The night before, so he would have had, you know, kind of a more relaxing day. But saves like that, I mean, he's been peppered with a few of these early, but you can see the control he is. He's ready for the next one.
Around it comes toward Matejchuk. Tried to play it on the backhand. Supported by Sillinger. Retrieved by David Perron. Last 2 years in Detroit. Montpaulo with a drive, and it's blockered away by Merzlikins.
He scored his first one against the Blue Jackets. Pascal Leclerc. I think it was October 5th, 2005, and celebrated every goal since the same.
Here's Provorov, denied by Ullmark.
Here's Provorov. Great job by Monahan. See that no-look pass? Provorov's right there. It's right on his tape. He doesn't have to make it.
Boone Jenner up to the red. Cross corner shoot in. Kent Johnson cruising after it. And he whacked up the boards by Jensen. Turned over. Johnson a chance. And that's stopped by Ullmark.
Couple good chances here for the Blue Jackets. One off the rush. And the teammates were so excited. And they're probably a little relieved that, hey, all right, Let's get back to playoffs and get ready for the playoffs here.
Yeah, they're going to be a fascinating team. Here's a turnover and a chance for Stützle. Dangles in, tried the pass, and unable to finish with Giroux.
Yeah, for the Blue Jackets, they want to clean this up. They want to be able to get out of their own end a little cleaner than this. You know, when you're drifting back there like Jack Johnson was, you're looking at your options, and then quickly that top line. Look at that play, though, for Stützle the whole time. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen him lose an arm wrestling contest.
Jensen shooting, Merzlikins to save. Back to Chabot, cranks one. That's going to be blocked.
And it allows the Blue Jackets to find their game.
And move it north. It's Monahan. And over the line to Johnson. Johnson shoots. That stop. Rebound Monahan. And it gets knuckled wide. Kent Johnson around to Fabro. Working the point and passing. Sean Monahan curls. The Ontario native. Now to Johnson. Forced across to Fabro. He loads up to the middle. It's off of Monahan. Chops one back in front. Skips over to Kent Johnson. All Blue Jackets here on this shift trying to get on the board. Against Linus Ullmark in the Sens. Werenski shoots and Ullmark makes the save. There is no rebound. Jenner using the wall to Fabro here. Latter stages first period. Can the Jackets get on the board? Shot by Werenski. Block off the back glass. Skips away from Clevin. Jenner shoots. Save made by Ullmark. The point streak, the 50 goals in 39 games, playoff points, the major ones, and now one of them is gone, and it belongs to Alex Ovechkin. And wonderful message there from Chris Clark. Does a great job as the Blue Jackets director of player personnel and the GM in Cleveland. Underway here in the second period. Jackets definitely got to their game in the second half of that first period. Shot by Werenski led all players 4 shots on goal, 6 attempts in the opening frame. Tapped out the center for Batherson, joined by Cousins. Starts toward the middle. Drake Batherson. Cousins had to reach for it. He's got it now. Sets it up high. Chabot with a drive, and that's going to be stopped. Skating through center is Ridley Gregg, and he will tuck it in. First player on is Denton Matejchuk with a long pass for Voronkov. Moves it south, and that's easily picked off. Zetterlund with a shot. Stopped by Merzlikins.
But right there, you know, you'd like to see him use that outside of the ice, that big body, and go forward.
Look out, closing in is Gaudette. He shoots. Good save by Merzlikins again. Back to hop onto the Chabot. Turned over to Johnson on the attack. Monahan zips it across. Werenski drive. Ullmark the save.
Here tonight.
This would be the line you would look to set the tone here to start the third period. Crucial 20 minutes for the CBJ. Elvis Merzlikins has made 17 saves. Good to see Yegor Chinikov shooting the puck. Roll to the front, redirected off the crossbar. It stays out.
Blue Jackets with a face-off win by Monahan. Jenner right to the front of the net. That's the deflection off the crossbar. Couple things there. Face-off win, getting pucks through, and that great job by Jenner in a battle with Sanderson to get a piece of it.
Taking a handoff was David Perron by himself, 1 against 4. He uses the wall in the direction of Cousins. Holding the line is Chabot. Batherson rips it on net stop. Rebound, score. David Perron crashes the crease. And the Ottawa Senators have a 3-0 lead.
Smart play by Perron here. This is up for grabs, but Chabot just settles it down. And as he makes this play, you can see Batherson, he's got a really lethal shot. And by shooting the puck here on the right side of our screen, it's going to bounce off of Merzlikins. You can see where he's at in desperation. Hard shot. Now he's scrambling, and Perron just gets inside on Zach Werenski. High and hard.
Monahan won the face-off. It's worked back to Marchenko. Werenski shoots. Blocked by Sanderson. Fantilli, a pass in front. Great save by Ullmark in tight.
Good shot. See that rolling puck, and then as Fantilli gets that puck, how many passing lanes down low is there? Yeah, it's pretty tight down there. Good job by Boone.
Loose puck for Chabot. Flings it, and it's in. Thomas Chabot gets the empty net goal. And it is 4-0.
A tough time to go on a goal-scoring drought for the Blue Jackets, and you know, they started this one 2 goals early against.
And it is the Ottawa Senators league-leading 10th shutout of the year.
They bought into defense. Their goaltending is shored up.